I got that client. Even if we're able to prospect and get that client to pay, we would not call you. We'll call you now. God forbid that you hear that your client bought a property from P1 Sterling. God forbid, and then you see somebody else's name there. You come and you see my name, or you see any of my staff name. How would you feel? As a PB, I used to carry PBO's matter on my head and go to companies and fight when things like this happen. I'm not joking. My team members, you know how many team members I have? I go to fight. That is not my business. I go to fight. Then we have that kind of opportunity, and then we misuse it. God for peace. Like I said, it's not a prayer point. It's not a prayer point. Listen, integrity you don't buy with money. Did you hear what I said? Integrity you don't buy with money. I closed a deal here for a PBO. There's one blue bag. Frank. So two of them that came and bought the bag. They bought a designer bag for me. Did I do it because I'm expecting anything? Hell no. My own is to help you achieve that thing that you want. The Bible says when you pray for someone, you're praying for yourself as well. Is it not true? Yes. You're praying for yourself. If I help you close deals, God will open my own deals for me. Is it not true? Yes. You can't stop it. You can't. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Okay? Back to... So do we understand? So to us, all I'm saying is, it's one client at a time. I share this story to you because, listen, I say this all the time. If you want to understand how people feel, turn the scenario around and put yourself in that shoes. Whatever it is that you know that somebody will do to you, the next person. My slogan with my children, what I tell them every day, I say, do to others what you have them do unto you. My kids will tell you. That's what I say all the time. If you tell me someone look for your job, I say, what did you do? Always remember, you will do to others what you have them do unto you. If somebody comes to you and you feel like you're too big, you can't shake the person. No, don't worry now. Somebody else will do it to you now. Your own level is your own level. You will see people that have level that are higher than your own. And you're expecting them to give you that same respect. They will not give it to you now. Will you not feel bad? You see me? I don't hold life too hard. This life is a very simple place. All you need is understanding. Yeah, all you need is understanding. There's no... If you think because you're here, other people not get, no way now. And one is we're teaching people to come and join. What will you take from me? Nothing. Will you take anything from me? No. Hell no now. Nothing now. She knows what I'm talking about. And she came to me and said, I met you. You hugged me so nice. I said, really? Where? How? And the person forwarded the picture that both of us took together. And said, just because of that, she was going to sell my product. I said, yeah, really? I should be hugging everybody that I see. I don't. Because listen, this life is simple, ma. There's nothing. We cannot build life. Can we build it? No. Whatever it is that you enjoy is the grace of God. Yes. And that grace is what is sufficient. Everybody can have it. All you need is the access to the grace. Is it not true? Yes. You didn't buy it. Did I buy it? I didn't buy it now. God gave to us, all of us freely. Is it not true? Yes. It's the same thing. So there's no... You get 10 million today. Tomorrow you get 20. It doesn't change anything. Will it change your name? Hell no, no. It's your level that will just change now. But will you forget the time when you didn't have up to 10 million? Hello? Hi. This is my master class. I'm fit to say anything. Abi? Yes. But the idea is that by the time you leave here, you understand not just what we're teaching. You understand life in general because we're trying to reset your mind. Bible says the way the man thinks, that's how he's. Eh? So it is. Thank you. Abi, is it not true? Okay? Within 6 months, identify your neighborhood, initiate a geographical plan, become a manager in P1. All right? Within a year, you can get what? All expense paid trip and all that. The breakdown of all these things is not far from what I've been saying since. All you need to do is to streamline your goals, right? Make them measurable. Make them buildable. Put them together. Create a vision board. How much do you want to earn? Write it boldly and stamp it where you can see it every time. Something needs to propel you. Know your direction. Know how much you want to earn. Put it together. Let it register in your subconscious. Every day you're waking up to the fact that I need to make 100 million. 200 million yearly goal. What's that? Every month, I want to make 100 million. Right? That's your goal. Every day you wake up, you know that 24 hours has gone. Because it's the time now. If you don't put a time, how will you measure it? You can't. Can you measure what you don't time? No, you can't. It's ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Everybody in this world has 24 hours. But guess what? We all use the 24 hours differently. How do you use your 24 hours at the end of the day? How do you use it? Can you measure it and say, you know what? In 24 hours, today is what? Today is Monday. I've gone to training, I've gotten some things. Tomorrow I'm going to hit the market. Today I'm going to hit the market. I'm going to talk to AYZ people, right? I want to go to this particular place. And I'm very sure, Father, there's no way I'll go to this place and people will not answer me. Are you listening to me? You're telling yourself, why? Because something is propelling you. You're anxious. I need to get this thing before this time. If they say, Jack, start, what do you want? 100 million. You're not thinking it again. It's already embedded in your subconscious. That's why they make it, wake up, 100 million. Even in your subconscious, trust me, to work. Your mind is there. It will attract those people to you. All you need to do in your own part is to get ready for it. I know the people that started coming here from when we started. Trust me, their dressings have changed. Their lives have changed, because I'll tell you, when somebody will call you, so that you don't use your own hand and spoil market for your own self. I say this thing all the time. Is it not true? I wear torn jeans now. You think I don't wear it? She's looking at me. Do I not wear torn jeans? That I'm coming to the office. Because you can live here and a client walking. Do I want to use jeans and attend to that client? People that have said that, you think they are crazy. Eh? No. They are not now. Someone calls in and say, come, say, I have this appointment. Are you sure it's today? Can we move the appointment to another day? Say, no now. They just come in now. Come, let's go. If you're careless, you look at it as, I bet it doesn't matter. She been at me. By now you reach there, your friend went and they'll tell you, excuse me. I said, no, you can't go in. Just wait outside. Or would you be bold to say, oh, really? What time is it? Don't worry, we'll get there before. And then you show. With your full chest and confidence. You know, when you dress, you have confidence. Is it not true? With your full chest, you go there. Oh, hello. Have you not seen where they will even forget the person that brought you? And your appearance. And when you talk money, they are looking at you, you're not shaking. You're not hiding your face down to say, actually, the property is 25 million. They say, what did you say? It's 25 million. Let's you all look at you and say, this one is not serious. It's the truth. Right? Your mouth is not heavy to call it. Rather, you're looking at the person in the face and you say, actually, the property is 25 million for a 450 square meters. But you know what? You can actually do a 10 million naira deposit. I'll facilitate it for you. And then in 3 months, you can pay the balance. Or better still, if you can stretch yourself, let's do 2 plots. You know what? Because I work in the company, I can move some things for you. Bring that 10 million, let me use it to hold 2 plots for you. In 3 months, you pay it up so that it doesn't stress you. But if you say you want to do 6 months, it's still fine. No? You understand? I can still help you get it. But the truth is, because I love this property, I need you to get it. So there's an amazing place. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. That's what we do now. And this property is actually on promo. So if you lose it now, you might not have the opportunity to get it again. So let's just hold it down, just so that when you get the property and the price goes up, it doesn't affect you. It's an amazing. Tell me, if I talk to you, like, will you not buy? Why? This guy. Have you not pitched? You have pitched now with your full chest. You have pitched. What you be waiting for is the alert. When are you making a transaction again? I don't need the money now. Pay to the company account. Send me the proof of payments. All I'll do is I'll just facilitate it so that you can get your result, your receipt and everything in 24 hours. The company, we're going to send you your receipts and stuff. Trust me, it's an amazing one. You know when you say something like, you know what, it's either you're doing it now or you're not doing it. It's your own. I'm not pressurizing. Did I say you must, you have to? You're not helping. They're not doing it to help your ministry. Even though behind, you know that it's to help your ministry. Mom, are you following? Yes. Trust me, it's not hard. You know what I said? It's not hard. It's not hard. This is one business that, even if you're 75, I'm not saying you are. Even if you're 75 years, you can do it. My mother-in-law is 76. She's been living with me for over 3 years now. She talks to people about P1. When your mother-in-law begin to pitch for you, oh my, you know, say the woman says, see what she done again. Abi? Mama was talking to somebody. My mother-in-law. And she was stopping him. In fact, for the man to say he wants to think about it, Mama got offended. I'm not joking. My mother-in-law got offended. I came downstairs, she was talking to somebody on the phone. I passed her, entered the kitchen. The woman was vexing with the man. I'm telling you that my daughter is the manager of this company. You're saying what to think about? Think about what? Do you not have the money? She didn't vex. How can I? She took it personal, though. In my head, I was laughing. But I said, how can I tell you to invest in this thing and you're saying that you want to think about it? Think about what? If you don't respect my age to tell you this thing, do you not know me? Hey! It's either you're buying or you're not buying. Don't insult. You will know that this one is a serious matter. When she finished, she realized I was in the kitchen. She knew that I've heard that. She came and met me and started explaining the matter to me. She said, did I not talk well? I said, Mama, you don't say even me I'm tired. Should I say you don't talk well? Want me to put my Lord outside? I mean, which one will I even say? I said, what happened? She said, can you imagine? It's that man, no? You know that thing I told you to send to me? I've sent you sufficient form. He's still calling me to ask me a question. Is he doubting what I said? And he has the money. Mama, I said, no, Mama, you know, he's not, I don't even know as I want to put my mouth talk the talk. I said, in my head, I said, God, if this man like himself, oh, but make him just buy the property, oh. You know, when someone begins to test what the person out, she might not know where she will even put a course. Forgetting that this is not a personal thing. Forgetting that this is not a personal thing. You know? But she's passionate about it. I've been seeing my children that will carry flyers and go to school and put my phone number there. And they'll give it to their friends and say, tell your mommy to call my mommy. So that your mommy can join P1. Your mommy can carry all of you and go to Dubai. It is by force. My kids will come back home and say, Mommy, did Jane's mother, who is Jane? My classmate, did they call you? No, they didn't call me. I didn't say anything. They didn't call you. Okay, mommy, don't worry, they'll call you tomorrow. And they'll go back to school and ask it, why did your mommy not call my mommy? My mommy said your mommy did not call her. Why? Did you give your mommy? Where is the thing I gave to you? Did you give your mommy? In fact, give me your mommy's number. Then you see them carry paper and come and give to me and say, this is this person's mom. Mommy, call her. My children close deals too. I'm not joking. One day I'll play a video of my child when she's talking to somebody. We travel, I've said it before, right? We traveled and my daughter, at the airport, she was looking at everybody. She said, Mommy, there are a lot of people here. I said, uh-huh. She said, no, they need to know about P1. I said, no, but you know, here is not Nigeria. As I talk, she don't. And my daughter started pitching to someone, an Arab man, that was with his, maybe his girlfriend, maybe his wife. And my daughter was saying, my mom works in a company called P1. P1, we have property all over the world. You can buy a house. I have it here. I'll play it for people to hear. You can buy a house anywhere. We have properties in Dubai. Eh? I didn't know what she said until her younger sister was videoing her. Then the people walked up to me where I was sitting down. And the question was, where do you have a property in Dubai? Which side? Actually, we don't have a property in Dubai. We have property in Nigeria. And then we started talking, and I know that's a very bright girl. You know, encourage her skills, and we spoke and we shook and we left. And my mother was like, I hope he bought. I said, yeah, he bought. It was when I watched the video that I heard what she said. Favor, come and look for it. It was when I heard the video that I actually knew you have property all over the world. But when in Nigeria, what would they say for now? We have offices there, but what we are selling is here. Nigeria. At least for now, right? But then that's to tell you the passion. It's very passionate about the business. Your children have to know what you're doing. It's the same thing when I was a baker. In fact, my daughter, she does not need scripts to talk. Ask my people now. If she comes in here and just put, if you want her to mess or give her script, don't tell her what to say. Just on the phone and say your life on video. Talk about something. Talk about the Hamilton. They used to do it to her here now. My daughter will just start. She does not need, as she's talking, she's going close to the thing so that she can get some information. But then she's flowing. She will begin to market it. You know why? They see the passion. When I was doing cakes, it's the same thing. My daughter will tell you different kind of cakes. She will tell you, that's her voice. My daughter will tell you different kind of cakes and tell you the different, she would, a tree does not fall far from. She will tell you. Everything you do, carry your family along. It's not about you alone. I know how many downlines I've gotten just because my kids told their parents to call. And most of the parents will call and will start laughing. They say, my daughter came and said, I must call you. Or my son came and said, I must call you. Say, who gave you your number? I say, Zara. Or they'll tell you, oh, Zoe. They said, I must call you. Once I hear that I must call you, I know what they... And then I start telling them, oh, it's people, blah, blah. I will first of all laugh. You know when two parents laugh first, you laugh for like 5-10 minutes before you begin to pitch. You know that at that point, even you say you're off. But then don't forget that somebody had done the work. So you will not want to, we'll begin to pitch. I know how many downlines I got from my children's school just because they took flyers to school. When they started initially, I was so scared. I said, I don't think they will allow this thing. The one I'm saying is different from what they are listed there. You cannot stop children. You know you can't stop them. They will not allow, they will carry the flyer. So it's not about whether you're giving them consent or not. They will take it and go and do what they have to do. I have videos of her. Sometimes you go to petrol station as you stop. My daughter will come down and say, Mommy, please, can I just share flyers around here? See all these people. To her, all these people are wasting. They are it's like seeing money and you say you don't want to take it. That's how she thinks. So most times I'll let her take the flyer and she'll go and meet them. And she'll, oh, you need to encounter her. She'll greet you politely. She's stopping you on money, Abby. My daughter will come and greet you. Oh, good day, ma. My name is Zara Idu. I just want to give you this flyer. My mom works with this company. Call her. She'll give you more explanations about it. You go call. It's the truth. Sometimes you go out. You'll be passing people on the road. Your mind is telling you, should I talk to this person? Should I not talk to this person? Should I talk to this person? You're selecting. You as an adult. A child sits down and to her, she's seeing prospects everywhere. It's better you try and fail than you do not try at all. Do you understand? You have to be intentional. There are times when I drop my car and I take an Uber to some places. Why? Because I need to talk to people. Sometimes you enter a vehicle, you enter a bus for a reason. Don't pay money and then leave all those people around you to go. You don't know who is somebody had told. Do you stay on Lekki? Do you have any property around there? You don't know. You don't know who is passing by your side. You don't know. I told people here a situation of a guy that was sleeping on my body on the plane. I've shared that story here before. Was sleeping on me and was even snoring. He was very short. He didn't look like anything. But guess what? His father had just retired and he had pension money with him. The father sent him to go to Cotonou to go and buy a car. 13 million naira car for his mom. You don't know who they are. With the kind of business that we do, listen, nothing gets to me. Nothing. I feel vexed now. The next minute they laugh. Nothing. The man was snoring on my body, sleeping on my body. That's the person. And then I came in. Okay, you're on my seat. You know, someone just looks at you like. I said, sit down, don't worry. Then you now sat down. Then the next thing you're sleeping on my body. The same you that looked like you wanted to fight me some minutes ago. I touched him the first time. He adjusted. The next thing the guy went to Ingwa. At some point I was like, I could kept my shoulder for him to sleep well. The worst part was not even snoring. I know, right? I was upset. If I was a wicked person, I was like, come on. I had this guy that even took my seat in the first place. Do you understand? Check around August now. You know? And I couldn't left him. He slept. Close to where we will land. That's when the guy woke up. And then he realized that I was on my body. He felt ashamed. I said, oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I knew you were tired. And then he now had to, you know, when you want to start conversation. So he does, because he knows that you are very goofed from beginning, right? So, you know, we now start talking. Actually, he went to Cotonou. His dad sent him to go and buy a car for his mom. You know, I was telling him, what was it, the new RAV4 or something. How much? 13 million? I heard 13 million. I said, that's my perfect client. Your father has 13 million to buy a car. Your father will buy a land. My head, I'm saying, okay, plenty money. And we start talking, you know. And like, actually, I, you know, work with a real estate company. This is what we do in Lagos, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you know what? When I get back to Bayelsa, I'm going to tell my father to call you. Now, don't forget, he's already feeling like he owes me something. Sell to people's emotion. You remember I said it, right? Yes. And he said, okay. And then he went back, booked an appointment. He went to the village to meet his father. So his father can talk to me. An elderly man that just retired from civil service. And then you've seen it. That's her. No worry, I'll come there. Can you see her? Hi. Other countries, are you listening to it? We have property. Now you don't talk your own. The girl is seeing the future. Can you see her from there? Dubai, Canada. We have property in US everywhere. My daughter's everywhere in the world. She's calling names. You don't understand. estates everywhere. You don't understand. Oh. Huh? You want to connect it here? Oh my God, no, now I'm shy. Oh yeah, connect. So when you're thinking Nigeria, she's seen, she's seen properties everywhere. You know, I hosted the first success summit in the US in August. I will show you the advert she did to invite people. You will see it there. Hi, Phoebios and clients. You let me don't. I can't even do it like her. You watch it. To my daughter, listen, nothing. Her own is she's walking. You want to cast it? Yes. I'll be just that video that's going to show.
Yes, it's the one I selected.
To her, she sees P1 everywhere. During the summit, she sang. You know, and then, you know when somebody really wants to be involved, right? I said, imagine all my trainings to sit down and listen, because I know that she can pitch. Yeah, people are not crowd where my daughter is. She will speak to you. She will address you. No, don't worry about it. She's not shy. My younger daughter is a shy one, right? But then she would talk at home. When you bring her to face the crowd, she might want to hide under her sister. That one is shy like me. That one is shy like me, but her sister, hell no. That was looking for an opportunity to address. She's, she must want to meet the story about it. God help you speak wrong English when my daughter did. She go correct them for you. You know, she would. Kai, children. Anyway. That's by the way. But then the reason why we're saying this is just so that you get your children involved. When you want to do this business, one of the things that will begin to come to your mind is to find out what your network is. All of you are in groups. Some of you are OSHA, or you have Slave Queens Association. You have one association or the other that you're involved in the church, in your estate or something. Leverage on all those groups. Let people know what you're doing. If you do not tell people what you're selling, they will not know. Do you understand? Like I said again, what you're selling is not pepper and tomato. It's not clothes where you have to bring it and show. You need to open your mouth and talk to people just so that they know exactly what you're carrying and what you're selling. When you meet people and you want to prospect for properties, listen to me. Hello. What I'm going to say now is very, very important, because a lot of times people make to say everything. In P1, we know that what we do is two things. Is it not true? Yeah. What and what? All right, networking and sales. When you meet somebody and you feel like you want the person to do the networking, to join the business, please do not talk sales. Stick to that one. If you meet a client and you feel like this person has money and the person rather want to buy, please, I beg you in the name of God, stick to what? Sales. Stick to sales. Stick to what? Sales. Don't tell the person everything. And then after you say, actually, I want you to come and buy property. When you've already shared the business opportunity with the person and the person knows that you're going to earn commission, there's no amount of talk. The highest thing that will happen is the person will avoid you. Look for somebody that will register the person to the company. The person will buy that same product that the person would have bought from you. The person will look for somebody else to buy it from and collect. Okay? So please and please and please, if you've not started building your team, also build your team, because it's going to help you. I say this thing to people all the time. When it's just you and your sales, it feel as though you're working so hard, right? But when you build your team, it's a collective effort. So imagine when you don't make sale, you can bring in somebody in your team that would give you that millions that you're looking for. Imagine, I have an upline. Is it not true? So imagine, is it not true? The company pays my upline how much? It's 500K. Is it not sweet? When you have 5 people, for instance, in your team, and each of them begin to make sales, right? And you get 5%, 5%, only you're going to get 15% on your own sale. But because you have a team of 5, and each of them makes sale, you're going to get 25% commission. Is your own not better than, is that not better than just your own? Talk to me, people. Because the truth is, you do not know band. Even if it's your enemy that you introduce into the group, you do not know who the person knows. Is it not true? Yeah. Where the person goes to, you do not know. You're limited to your own network, the people that you know. You don't know who the next person knows. Even if he's a security man, you don't have access to his oga. He does. Hello? So sometimes, when you bring in people, it makes it easier for you. Did you hear what I said? It makes it easier for you. I have a team of over 250 people under me. What that means is that you can never go broke. The kind of system that we operate in, all right, is a system where you continue to earn. That God forbid you get to 200 years and God calls you. Your children will continue from there. You know why? You have built a team, you cannot break the chain. You can't. The same way you want money, they also want money, right? They're also working to meet up their targets. You are working to meet up their target. Everybody in your team, everybody is working to meet up their personal targets because you don't know what this person wants. Is it not true? This person goal you don't want. You don't know, rather. Right? Everybody have different ambitions. Everybody have different goals. Everybody have different needs. Everybody's wise to meet up their goal. Everybody is trying to make their life better, get their financial freedom. Guess what? As they are getting it, you are getting it. They are getting it, everybody is getting it. Is it not a collective effort? Is everyone not going to smile in the end? What the person is going to make has nothing to do with you as the upline. Nothing. The money is not being removed from your account. What is entitled to you, the company would give to you. I say this all the time. If you're not building your team, you're shooting yourself in the leg. I've heard where people have told me, hey, ma, I want to get my story first before I build your team. You're wasting your time. Because those people that you have prospected, trust me, some other person will prospect them. When I started, I didn't have a story. I was sharing the story of my upline. There's always something that interested you, that made you come. Is it not true? Yes. There's something. You can have 100 people talk to you, but one person will just tell you something, and you're quiet and you reason it and say, come, let me think, let me go and see. Is it not true? What is that thing that they told you? Say it to the next person. It's as simple as that. Did you hear what I said? Whatever it is that the person that invited you told you, that made you wake up this morning, wore your clothes, wore your shoe, had your bath, carried your money, paid transport, and say you're going to pay 1 sterling. Say it to the next person and invite the person. It means that they were able to convince you to pull you out. Is it not true? Say it to the next person. If you're waiting to say, you know what, I want to get incentive first. Oh, no, hold on, I want to get this first. Oh, you know what, hold on, I want to get this first. Before I begin to build your team, you're wasting your time. Because trust me, you're passing people that can also help you make your targets. Every time I make sale, my upline is happier than me. I'm not joking. So when you meet people that are driven in ambition and they have their goals, all you have to do is to introduce them. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all. You don't owe them more than that. You should be able to motivate yourself to work. Sometimes people will say, my upline does not motivate me. Oh, my upline will not call me. Oh, my upline, excuse me. Your upline owes you nothing. All they owe you is to show you the business. That's all they owe you. How you run, your pace, and your why is left for you. If you sleep is because you want to sleep. If you achieve and you make something out of your life, it's because you want to achieve. Don't forget, they say he who wears the shoe knows where it hurts. You are the one that knows what you're feeling. You're the one that knows how much you have in your bank account. You're the one that knows how much you need to enjoy your Christmas. You're the one that knows how much you need to buy the Range Rover. Buying Range Rover is not another person's dream, it's your own. Yes. So that will determine how fast and how well you want to run. Right? I tell people, I said P1 is like, when they say salvation, and you decide to give your life to Christ, when you decide to give your life to Christ. You've been going to church all your years when they gave birth to you, but just that one day, probably they even invited you to a church, and the sermon touched your heart and your soul, and you ran to the altar and decided to give your life to Christ that day. Was it not you that decided? It's you. You will not wait for the person that invited you to keep taking you to church. You will now sit down and say, God, how do I want to serve you now? Abi? This is what I'm going to be doing differently. Oh, I used to smoke, I have to stop. I used to drink, I have to stop. Abi? Yes. Mm-hmm. This is what I want to do. I want to dedicate XYZ time to God. I want to be faithful with my tithes. Now, these are your personal decisions. And because you're now a better person. Will people help you make that decision? Hell no. Nobody will. Abi? Yes. Nobody will. So it's your personal decision. So as you have come here, just tell yourself that all you owe the person that invited you is to come. The person that brought you here, the person has shown you the office, that's all you need. You can begin to earn more than the person. You can become an assistant manager before the person that introduced you. You can become a manager before the person that introduced you. Overtaking in this our business is what? 101%. So you're not tied to anybody. All you need is for them to show you the way. Having said this, I want to say thank you so much. For listening to my plenty talk. Hi, this woman can talk. Thank you, ma. But with all this rubbish I've said, did it make sense? Yes. It's not rubbish. Did it make sense to you? Yes. It's good, Abby. Do you have any question for me? Yes, sir. No, hold on. Yeah. Your name, yes.
When we are talking about being specific, you really talk about so many areas.
Oh, you can't hear him? Okay, louder.
Yeah, when she was talking about being specific, at a point, as you make your goals specific, at a point your talk now as if that it is targeting on me, the person. Yeah, in the sense that when I want to share my clients via WhatsApp and then the product of different categories. Yes. Sometimes I put like 4 or 5
or 10.
Yeah, maximum is 5.
5.
So
as the supermarket.
Yeah, that one is 1. Then next thing, when I'm prospecting clients, I'll talk to you. One of the strategies that I used to persuade people, or to, let me not call it persuasion, that I used to penetrate, to collect, to make that a barrier of defense, to collect number from a prospective client. That I'll plead with you that that will be good if I can get your number, so that I will send you more of our estate, depending on the location that we then if I
Oh my God.
now I'll forward.
Please let me have that blue chair. So I
More
can...
than, sometimes more than. There's one that I made a mistake, and I thought that things that I break into three. And I put them together and fought to one lady. When I called Sophia, Sophia said, "Hey, can you want to kill me?" He fought over 8 years states. I don't know where to start because I have not gone through it. I said, "Please, easy. But you can still find out." They said, "No, I cannot find out time to." So what
Thank
I'm
you.
asking, you said that, like sharing on
Oh.
or sharing estate of higher and lower categories. So if you can put more light on the depth of it. Yes. Thank you so much.
That you understood me perfectly. You know when you go to church and pastor preacher, you say that sermon was targeted to you. Just so that's the day you decide to give your life to Christ. To me, you have given your life to Christ today. You know why? Because you understood what I was saying. I've explained it. I don't think there's any other explanation that you need. I've just told you that the reason why most times a lot of people do not make sales is because of this kind of mistake. And then guess what? You get this kind of reaction from the clients. They will not buy. So imagine if you had done this differently. I'd already mentioned it here. Instead of putting a lot of things like area market, like I used as an example, or a banner supermarket, streamline it to Apple or Gucci or Chanel. You cannot go to a Chanel store and see a Givenchy inside. You cannot go to a Louis Vuitton shop and see a Chanel inside. You just know that it's fake. Is it not true? Stick to your brand. If you want to do high-end products, that's what I do. And I know I gave that example here. I stick to it. Why? Because you have your goal and you know how much you want to achieve. You stick to that product. I can send you Hamilton 5 times. I can send you Hamilton, this estate. I can send it to you 5 times. Just so that maybe you did not see the other one. Or you have disappearing message on your phone, you will see it again. Do you know why? Now what I'm doing is, I'm not so that when you ask me, you're not confused like what the reaction you got from the woman. The question will be, oh really? You say it has a CFO? Yes. Oh, you said it's 25 million? Yes. How long do I have to pay? Now, you're not talking too much. Those are the kind of questions that you begin to get. How much do I need as initial deposits? But when you bombard, even you said income now. I think you got the answer, you got the reaction, you've understood it already. That, to me, that's what I think, you understood it. Because from that reaction, even you know that you cannot make that mistake again. Will you make it again? Hell no. Your goal is not much. Maybe it's only 200K you want to make. I don't know. Then you said you know the kind of product that you will pay and that you will post. But if you say you're maybe 100 million, I know you want 100 million. You know the kind of product that you put and focus on those products until you get the result that you want, then you stop. As simple as that. Yes, sir.
I think my question is a little bit different. In case, because there are some clients that I just sent.
Where's Favor? Sorry, where's Favor?
He was selling flyers, but they are not the same Hamilton. Hamilton is there,
Give me another WhatsApp, please.
Park is there.
Sterling Park. Sterling Park. Sterling Park. Ekpe.
Is there.
Sterling Park.
Yes.
Ekpe.
Where?
Say it. Sterling Park.
Sterling Park
Ekpe.
is there.
Sterling Park.
Sterling Park
Ekpe.
is there. And Hamilton is there.
Yes.
So, is it still the same as what you just said?
No, it's not. One word. What's your goal? See, I don't know how well to explain this thing. Your goal will tell you the product to put up. Do you understand? If the people that you want to give the product to, you know that this one's not going to buy 25 million, do your sterling pack. If, for instance, there are times when a client would say, okay, where do you have products? Do you have in Lagos? Oh, we have in Lamija, we have in Ekpe. You share the two products to the client. It's not bad. Do you understand? But don't do too much. Let it be clear. Let it guide you.
I think
Oga, please sit down. Understand where you're going to. Do not post too much. You heard his experience. It's not me. I said something. He shared his experience. That wasn't a question. His experience he shared. Because I know very well that he understood it. Do not give yourself excuse to give people too many options. You will not make a sale. You will not make a sale. If you want me to tell you, post all P1 sterling products to one client, it will not help you. I will not say that because you want to make a sale, so you want to put, it's a different thing if you're giving your clients some specific options. But like I said again, do not do too much. You want to post P1 sterling pack estate, Ekpe is different from Ilamija. Does it make sense? You're not okay. How many products do you think you want to post?
I don't think I want to post any product per se. I said I have some clients that I posted 2 products
Okay.
from Sterling. Sterling packet, where? This one.
Okay.
Then I asked a question. I said, is the way you explained the other one, I said, is it the same as this? The reason why,
Thank you.
The reason why I did the posting is because I looked at the fact that the client may have more.
Why did you put it up?
They need more.
Your code, all of you.
More products than Hamilton here will have. Because I saw that Hamilton don't have up to 150 plots there now. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, and the client will buy 150. The client wants to buy 150.
So I decided to,
Put the 2.
yes, so that if we can have there, and whatever remains, they can add up to the year. Could be good.
You have the question. You have the answer too. So I don't
know the answer.
No, you have the answer now, Oga. You're the one that knows what your client has just told you to do. It's not wrong. That's what you want to hear. No, it's not wrong. Abi? They even answered you, sir. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. You're a consultant, right? Your client had already told you what the client wants. And you have given the client the option. From your explanation, that's perfect. So it's not wrong. Do you understand, sir? You're in line. You're in order. It's not wrong. To comprendre? To comprendre? Oui. Merci beaucoup. Yes, darling. Why do you have the fan? How come all of you are cold? Chai! See, people want to carry to Dubai, yo. Eh? If you can't even to Australia now, some of you will even die from the airport before we even enter the town. I have talk. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, darling.
Everyone. My name is Joma.
One house, one house, one house.
Ma'am, you talked about something about if you have a client that wants to buy, that came here to buy a property, and the person buying, maybe after some years later, the person comes back to buy. If the PPO is not around, then you call the person that brought the client to come and buy.
Yes.
There's a woman in my church that I've been expecting to buy a land first. And I've been telling her about this property for like 3 months. Then I was surprised when she came to meet me yesterday.
Which property? 3 months.
No, as in for 3 months.
A property.
No, she has bought the property.
Okay,
like
okay.
10 years ago.
Okay.
And when I market P1.
Okay, okay.
Then she said she know about P1, that she bought a property from P1 like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Then she said the property has been allocated to her. The issue now, like, ma, do you still have the PPO that sold the land for you? Said no, that she lost her phone and the PPO doesn't call anymore. So I've been trying to see if she can buy property from me. She said fine, she can do business with me. Then after I find out that if she has the PPO contact, she said no. Then I was surprised yesterday when she came. She was the one that came to meet me in church. And she was like, oh, Choma, I've been looking for you. Please, do you have anybody's number you can give me to call in your office? Then I thought of who to call, who to give her. I don't have your number now. So I gave her a number from Heritage to call. Yes, the MD. So she said, okay, I'll get back to you. Then I have to call the MD to like explain to you that so person will not call you. Then my question is, if this person happened to that, if she wants to come and buy, then you want to come and buy from P1 and Sterling. And since I'm not the first people go and call, like retrace the first PPO that sold for her.
Am I a witch?
What she said.
Am I a witch? Eh?
That's the question I want to ask.
Bring a microphone. Who wants to talk? Oh yeah. Talk now. Yes. Oh yeah.
When somebody is asking a question, we should allow the
You should allow the person land really, because answer should not be standing up. Abby. So let's stop the. You understand? Eh? So you don't discourage other people from asking. If we all know it, we'll not be here. Even us, from these questions, we're also learning. Is it not true? If I don't hear these kind of questions, next time I'm training you, I will not know the kind of examples to give. So it's always very important because somebody will learn something from it. Angela, you want to say something concerning what she said?
Yes. I think what she was trying to explain is this. Maybe a client has bought a property from P1 Sterling before, which a PBO brought that client to them. Maybe, you know, when they are sending a mail, they send the office address to the client. That this so office. The client has a right to come and pick his or her own document from the office. So by so doing, the client has a clear address of that office. He or she might decide not to even call the PBO again if he export he want to buy because of one thing or the other or the character. Then if that client walked directly to the office and said he wants to buy property, or he or she wants to pick up a document, by mere entry the office, now saw another property. I love this one. If he or she is not aware of if that such property exists, then he now negotiate with the MD. They gave his or her own details concerning that property, and he agreed to buy that property. What MD is trying to say is that they will trace that client to the PBO who once brought him or her to the office. Then they will now call the person that your client just bought a property from us now. They pay that client commission. Not that if paraventure, let's assume I brought a client today, he bought Sterling Park. Years later, I've not heard from the client did not hear from me. Then another PBO now happens to bring that client again to P1 study. It's a different transaction that they are coming from. Because I have a scenario. I sold P1 pension. The process, the guy called me, I was asking me, do you have this property, how much? Do you have other property that is first, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, and I gave him an option. He told me categorically that yes, that he has bought property from that affiliate with a different PBO. But because of what that guy did, he doesn't want to buy from the person again. That's why he came to me directly. Now I'm the one bringing that PBO, that client to that office. Now it's a different scenario. That's what she was trying to
Do you agree?
It's
Hold on. What do you want to say? Share your thoughts. One house, please. One house.
Actually, I would say it's a different scenario, and it's not a different scenario. It's different in the sense that the man is already irritated with that PBO, and whether you like it or not, he can never do business with that person again. So the company cannot enforce that PBO on him. Exactly. Now someone else has brought that PBO. Exactly. I think that's the new person that should retain whatever is coming from that person. Because if that person doesn't talk to him, he's not coming back again. You lose it completely. But whereas the person maybe just lost contact or maybe hasn't heard from that PBO and you also marketed, I'm just of the suggestion that if that scenario comes up, the two should have a way of sharing the commission. That's in my
One house.
Yes, they can decide to waive it, but yes, I can sell my goods to this person, and then from the same company, another person will sell. That's different stuff. But I'm just trying to say if there's a way they can merge the both. But if there is no way, it can also be waived because you've done your business, I am doing mine. So you take yours, I take my share.
Who has a contrary opinion to that? All of you are doing gigi. Yeah, talk. You want to say something? Hold on, you want to say something? Oh yeah, say something.
Actually, a client that bought a property from me, he was telling, and maybe one way or the other, without into his contact or whatever, establish contact. As far as that client is coming back, he was telling, I don't think the first video should be overlooked, except it's in another affiliate in town. That's my own opinion.
Do you agree? All of you are quiet now. Do you agree? Yes. So, sorry, Grovis, hold on. Yes, darling. Grovis. Maybe you lost your phone.
I will know your office. I will know anybody that has to do with you. So there's no means for me to miss your. I'm just trying to clear that part. Yes.
No, you're not her now. One house, please. Yes, please.
And then, so they misplace each other's contact, and then the man wants to buy property again. She was nowhere to be found, and all of that. So another PBO, we're much everywhere. So another PBO has to. So the man now went back to that same affiliate and bought property. So when they were about, she existed. Not that she's no longer she's in P1. So they now met at that same office. She happens, wait, this is my client. Blah, 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 things like that. So before then, the man has already bought from this new PBO, and she has collected a commission, blah, blah, this and that. A in the office, they told her that the man is not your client. You know why? Because you are not the one that brought him.
Who brought him?
He's a different PBO.
A different people brought him
Yes.
to that same affiliate. To that same affiliate.
Yes. For another transaction. So, because
Hello?
she was not the one that brought the man,
Hello?
it's a different transaction. It has nothing to do.
Yes, so I'm in a meeting. I beg, send me a message. I'm in a meeting. I'm in a meeting. One house, please.
The MP, because she was trying to tell the MP that he's a client, they should give her a commission and all of that. The MP now told her that no, this person is not your client. Because if this man is your client, as the man will get to the office, we'll tell them that, okay, I'm from so-so person, but this is the person that brought this man, and everything was written under this person's name. So that transaction is not yours. So whatever it is between you two and your client,
Okay.
it has nothing to do with the office.
So the scenarios are different, right? Now the scenarios are different in the sense that if a PBO brings a client, it's a different thing than when a client walk in to the office. Do you understand? It's a different thing. If that person is your client, the person has brought property from you, it's your responsibility to have at least a relationship with that person. Because once the client could trust you, every time they want to buy a property, they'll come through you. That's one. Secondly, sometimes people collect your commission and you move on. Without even doing follow-up. Most times, not to even buy property, you can even call a client and say, hello. How you doing, sir? How you doing, ma? Right? Or happy new month. Or send them something during their birthdays and all that. Because you need to maintain a relationship so that they can also know that you're still in business. If the client wants to buy again, because of the excellent service that you provided to the client, trust me, the clients will look for you. If for any reason you're careless and another PBO gets that client and the client wants to buy from that PBO, sorry, we can't do anything. Very clear. Listen to me again. If you're careless with your clients and the client comes or goes to any office with another PBO, you cannot go and claim it. If a client walks in here, listen, don't forget, most times because your client has bought a property from us, right? They come, they meet us, we give them sweet service. Another time, the client might feel like, okay, I know the office. I know the place. Why do I need to call this person? And the client use their two left leg and right leg and walk into the office and say, oh, madam, I want to see you. Because trust me, most times the kind of service that we render, the clients might even want to take our personal contacts. Do you understand? What we're saying is, even if we have our personal contact with that client, and the client calls to say, oh, madam, oh, I saw this is in your company, I want to buy this property. And I'm saying to you, trust me, we would look for you to collect your commission. Because, if you want to clap well. My people know me. You know, because the reason why we even have that person's contact, the reason why that exchange of number was done in the first place was because of you. Hello? Is that clear?
Yeah.
But not when another PBO. Listen, this thing you're saying has happened to me. I had a friend, my classmate, that wanted to get a property. For some reason, she then wanted to introduce somebody to join the business. And she felt like she wanted to help that person. I don't have a problem with that. And then she gives me the person's number to say, Lolia, please help me talk to this person. Let the person understand. What is it? Who beats her? Who beats him? What happened? What happened to him? Nothing. Come. Favor, please give the children drink and biscuits. We can't stop them because adults are having meeting. I beg, give them something to eat and drink. You know, with that person. Listen, I have sent the subscription form to my friend. I had done all the talking whatsoever. To me, it was a done deal. Guess what? The next thing I heard, I called my friend to follow up. I said, how far now? You collected the form and everything. How come I'm not saying, Lolia, really? I don't buy. How? Guess what? The same woman that she gave to me, that I prospected, now wanted to register because she feels like she now understands the business and she was interested to join. Because this my friend wants to help her life. Now went and registered from somebody, under somebody else, that she said has spoken to her years ago. Meanwhile, you know, the most annoying part is when the person comes to you like, I've never heard about P1. Then you have to do the work. My time, my money. I know those kind of people that can ask you questions like 10 times. As if they are stupid. You say what? There are plenty, Abby. They will ask you questions like 10 times. And then they are hoping that you're going to change what you've said at some point. You know those kind of people can be very annoying. Now you can imagine after you have gone through all that, and then the person realizes that actually somebody else has spoken to the person before. Then the person went and called the person and registered under the person. They filled it. Listen. And my friend said, Lolia, I don't buy. You don't buy really? When? How? She said, that woman. Which woman? The same woman that you called that. She said, yes, you didn't know. Then I called the woman. First of all, she did like she didn't recognize me. You know that thing can be very annoying. And I was like, And I called her name. Oh, oh, madam, I'm so sorry. I missed your. No, you didn't miss my number. This conversation we're talking about is not something that is less than 2 weeks. So what happened? She said that actually there's somebody that has spoken to her about P1 before. In fact, the person is her family friend, Kini, and that she registered under the person. And I said, really, who is that person? What made me stop fighting it was because the person happened, and guess what? That person was a staff. Is a staff in one of the companies. And it's someone that is partially related to me. When she called the person's name, I was like, okay, no problem. And I told her, I said, the reason I'm going to let this thing fly is because it's that person. If not, I would change that transaction. And I can do it. It was because of the person I decided to let it what? If not, I would change it from the person that she registered on, that would change that into my name, and I would request to have that commission. Why? Because I have the evidence. If they bring out the form, you see that it's my form that I gave to the person. No, you don't do that. That's wickedness. That's wickedness. Till today, the person is not. So I called the person. I said, wow, really? You know, sometimes some people take for granted some certain things. Why? Because they feel like they know you. And obviously he knew that if I find out that he's him, I won't fight it. But no, you don't do this thing to somebody can. Do you understand? If it was somebody else, right, and I discovered that he did that thing to, he's a staff, and I discovered that he did that thing to lose his job. Because if you trace the case very well, you might discover that no, they didn't really know themselves. Most times that's the scenario. Probably the person walked into the office because they have the form, right? And they walked into the office with the form. And there are some staff that would want to make the person